Hi, my name is Act28Man, and I love drawing. I've been drawing since I was a kid. Don't really remember where it started, but I did. And from time to time, I would get this sudden urge to just draw. It would most of the time be because I watched a superhero movie and got super inspired to be like the next Stan Lee, but and that probably won't happen. Considering that his drawings were like Barbie and mine were like Cynthia, I was nowhere near his level. Then I found out I'm pretty good at semi-realism. Like my apples and oranges are pretty good, so that's what I'm gonna draw today. Not really today because these are from my stream 2 days ago, but act like it's today. Couple things I forgot to mention. One, I'm not really drawing apples and oranges, just a fruit basket with a bunch of complaining about grapes. I don't like drawing grapes anymore. Two, my internet was taking a dump when I streamed, so my frames can sometimes be less than pleasant. That's about it. It's a picture of some fruit in a basket. I'm gonna draw it. So basically, here's how this video is gonna play out. I talk over these sped up parts and maybe throw in a few jokes here and there, if I haven't already said them on stream. I'll comment and recap on random things I said on stream, and yeah, that's about it. This will probably be how most of my videos will go, if I decide to make more like this. Yeah, but since I like doing this, it's probably gonna be that way. I'm gonna start the outlines, then I'm gonna mark where the highlights are, and then I'm gonna shade. So what you just heard is my process to draw semi-realistic pictures. I outline, mark the highlighted areas, and shade to my heart's content. I learned a neat little technique somewhere on highlighting. If you draw where the light source is coming from, then you'll have an easier time visualizing where the shadows will form. This took me a bit to get down because I had to think like Jimmy Neutron to figure it out. Okay, and now let's do the ever so lovely million grapes. You know, as good as grapes are, they're a pain to draw. I just realized that right now. I thought, this would be pretty alright, but, grapes came along and ruined my day. So as you may or may not be able to see, this camera quality is not the best. I already marked the highlighted areas of 2 fruits and moved on to my nemesis, the gruesome grapes. Oh god, who would have thought the grapes would be the most annoying thing to draw? Anyway, drawing these highlights was super annoying because I needed to place them ever so perfectly, or else I would be very disappointed in myself. Like that's ever happened before. Also, the fact that these are just so many kind of sucks because I know I'll have to shade them in later. I wonder what apples would be like if they looked like the texture of bananas. You want to know one of the great things about editing videos is that I can just edit out terrible stupid comments that I make, such as this one. Like, I thought I was being 200 IQ, but in hindsight, I'm more like 70. Like, the texture of bananas? Really? Maybe just say, like bananas? I've marked the highlighted areas. Now it's time to detail. Detailing drawings takes a hell of a long time. That's why you'll see that the time lapse speeds up during this section. And it'll be like that for the rest of the video. You would think that detailing is just applying gradients to a certain area, but no. One wrong move and you go from Picasso to Pix ass, yo. Also, it's worth mentioning that I had to take like a 2-minute break. That's why you'll see a black screen of like a second of the video. So I start off with the apple on the far right and I work my way to the left. For me personally, the first thing I detail takes like 30 years. By the time I'm done, I already grew my first beard. You can see this in the apple that takes, well, forever. This feels like a cheat code, really. Finger blending. Cause when you do that, it just looks so real. Like after you do it. Like, from what I see on the camera, from what my camera's picking up, it looks like very real right now. After the finger blend. I kind of stick to that opinion. Using your finger to blend, especially on paper and a graphite pencil, makes it look so seamless to the point it looks almost real. And it's super easy. I think green apples are not good. I think red apples are amazing, but not red delicious apples. You see, red delicious apples are the bane of everyone's existence. Green apples suck. And that's just facts right there. I'm sorry if you feel differently, but they do. Same goes for red delicious apples. They are not great at all. The best apples include all except crab apples, apple products, apple orthodontics, green apples, and red delicious apples. The ones I listed just taste horrible. Sorry about that. The green apple flavor it tastes not like green apples to me. But of course, you know, most candy flavors don't really taste like the fruits that they're trying to portray. Like the banana flavor tastes nothing like a modern day banana would taste. And these are some more big brain observations I have when it comes to eating. Like, I never understood why candy fruits and actual fruits taste like this. Anyway, I moved on to the second apple and I'm almost done with that. And then it'll be time for the dreadful, gruesome grapes. Now, if you ever ask me what I'd be doing in the future, little kid me would never guess yelling at grapes that I drew in a video that goes on the internet. This is another episode of Why Am I Like This, brought to you by Act 1 Man. If there's anything you need to learn from this video, it's that I despise drawing grapes. Okay, so it's starting to look really weird. And I can't say I know why. Anyway, as I detail in, I sort of hit a crossroads with my Intel i2 processor brain. I was confused on how to shade grapes when it came to elevation. Yeah, but soon enough, I figured out closer to light equals not as dark. This is kind of what I meant by looks weird. I visualized what it would be like to shade in the rest of the grapes this way, and I thought it was a weird sight. It looks okay. I think I did okay in the grapes. Let's move on to the next fruit, which is the other red apple. Okay, so I'm on the other red apple. This one is fairly simple, so I'll knock it out fast and move on to the pear. I made a joke about how a pear is a fruit, but it defies what a fruit is. It's not perfectly round like most other fruits, but rather like an apple that was stuck with a smaller apple, painted green, and given a new name and taste. Like, this seems like it's such a weird fruit and no one decides to talk about it. I just realized it's turned into a video of me ranting about different fruits I drew in a live stream. This is not how I decided this would go. At all. If I'm thinking too hard, and I do the opposite of that, would I be thinking soft? See, I'm out here asking the real question. Alright, back to the drawing. I'm almost done. This part is quite long, so you may be able to notice that the speed goes a lot faster, and it looks like a poorly animated cartoon. But anyway, I draw the bananas in the back and shade the basket to complete it. Now these drawings are quite therapeutic to me. Maybe I should go outside one day and draw whatever I see, as long as it stays still for an hour. Other than that, I don't have a chance. But in Hoosers, I sign the drawing and it's done. That's how I draw semi-realistically, specifically baskets of fruits from my stream, which you can catch at twitch.tv/Act1Man. Go ahead and drop a follow if you like. If not, oh well. Sub to the YouTube channel. But anyway, that's it for the shenanigans. I'm Act1Man. It's been a blast. Be sure to like, dislike, comment, or do whatever you feel. And if you want, go ahead and tell me your favorite fruit in the comments, and I'll tell you if your opinion is wrong or not. That's it. See ya.